We're back in Blackboard to talk about the next type of transitions that we'll be coding in. And the properties that you need for these require a little bit of extra coding, and they look a little bit different than some of the properties that we've been using. We're going to start out with the scale, so we can actually hover over something and change the size of it. And you can see here in Blackboard, the property looks like this, transform, scale in this case, and then in parentheses, the number that you want to increase or decrease. Let's go back over to Dreamweaver. And the div tag that I'm targeting this time is ID'd scale. And here's its rule. In order to get the transition in place, I do need to include the transition property plus the prefixes for the browsers. I'm going to go up further above in my rule stack and find a collection of those so I can paste into scale. So that's set up. And now I will create the hover rule. So scale, hover. I'll get my brackets in place. So again, the property looks a little bit different. Transform, scale. And in parentheses, anything less than 1, 0.2, 0.5, 0.5 would be half, 0.75 would be 75%, 2 would be 200%. So sort of some easy math. So get that number in parentheses, end it with a semicolon. And unfortunately, these also require the browser prefixes. So you'll need to do a little copying and pasting and add -webkit in front of 1, -moz, -opera, and then leave 1 as is. So let's go ahead and save that. Come up to the browser. Refresh. All right, so there's 200%. Now, any of the property changes that you make, whether it be rotate or scale in this case, the sizing is happening from the middle. And because I'm in this top row, you can see the effect. Some of the sizing, I'm actually off my browser. Well, you can add in another property to determine how you want the origin to be. So maybe I want the scaling to be from the top down in this case, so that it doesn't fly off the top of the screen. So in this hover rule, I will add another set called transform origin. And let's have that be from the top. This transform origin needs to have browser prefixes as well. So I'll get those in place. Believe it or not, you get used to typing these and remember what they are. So -webkit-, -moz- and -o-. All right, so let's save that and update and see the results. Okay, so now that I've switched the origin to top, when I hover over it, you can see that it is now sizing from the top, pushing it down. So you have a lot of control. You can have it size from the top, from the bottom, from the sides. If you say nothing, however, you will grow or shrink your scaling from the center.